We have an actual meteorologist on the line. Right back to the Volkswagen Dealers Expert Hotline to welcome in from NBC 10, Pete Bouchard, here to settle this debate on snow totals. Pete, what's going on?
Hi, Pete.
I know you guys want to dig your claws on me. I can feel it.
I don't. I think Zoe does. Zoe's upset that the...
Zoe, well...
Yeah, no, well, Pete,
Zoe,
this happens to me, Pete, all the time. Like, you think, I know football, I know the game, study it, then I miss all these predictions. I couldn't have got it any more wrong, and people get on me. You guys got it tough trying to forecast.
Now that Pete's on the line, you're like, how you doing? How you doing? You're doing, doing the classic Pete, Zoe. How you doing? You talk more crap about the meteorologists in this town than anybody.
And Eric Fisher gives it back to me,
now
too.
you've got one to talk to, and you got nothing to say. Where I would tell you, Pete, it's a sophisticated science.
Oh,
you know,
it
is what it is. That's just
you guys are being generous, yeah.
Yes.
I'll be the party pinata here. I'll take all the hits. It's a different world out there. I don't want to pin blame on anything, but you think about it as the atmosphere on Juice, right? There's a lot going on. Things have changed over the years. The atmosphere is different. The world is warmer. Maybe the models are having a hard time here. And it used to be that, you could snap your fingers and get a snowstorm around here. But now you got to thread the needle every time. It's like, everything has to be just right. And this time it just wasn't right. And all the indications were that it was right there, right?
Yep.
It's coming at us. Confidence levels are super high. We're 6 up going into the fourth quarter kind of thing. Well, 24 up, maybe 24-3. So we thought we had this one in hand. I mean, we had, honest to God, a 70% chance, according to the models, of getting 6 inches, at least 6 inches in Boston. Those odds you play, right? It isn't DraftKings, but it's a forecast, and that's what we go by, probabilities these days. So there it is, all laid out in front of you.
Do you think we panic and cancel things too early, though? Like, I remember 20 years ago, we're going to let it ride. You got to wait until the morning dews to see even if we have a 2-hour delay with 6 inches. Yet some places got none, and you had the cancellations.
Feels like it puts more pressure on you guys, too.
It does.
It does. Yeah, I see that. I see. Maybe we peel it back a little bit. Go back to the old days. But then again, things have changed there too. I'm not an expert. I'm not a superintendent, but there's a lot of liability on the line. You got to make the call now because of the logistics of getting the buses right, and if you can, head it off at the pass before the storm hits, and everybody's saying the same thing, kind of thing. And maybe now that things are getting a little bit more volatile. We've been 2 years into this, right, where we played this game where the storm's coming, pull back last minute, or it didn't pan out. The last 2 winters have been real sucky for meteorologists. But it's hard to speak to that. I'm not in the superintendent world. I don't know what they're going through. It's the same thing about time change, right? Should we go back, turn the clocks back, or keep the clocks the same so the kids can get on the bus at 8 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock, and then the sun's out, and it goes all around. And recess should be longer. We keep going.
Have you ever thought about now shooting low on the next storm, like peel back prematurely?
Hesitancy.
Say, you know what? I don't think it's going to materialize.
Hold back a little bit. Yeah. It's a forecast philosophy change, right? At this point, you just kind of play that game. But the thing is too, the implications of like somebody getting stuck on a bus, that's happened too, where there've been buses stuck on the interstate or on the roads, and it's like blitz snow outside, and it's like, well, you didn't say it's going to do this, and so that's the world we live in, though. There's there's credibility all around.
Yeah, I remember working with Bob Lobel, and Lobel would go nuts and have hatred towards this one sportscaster like in town. Do you have a meteorologist that you dislike?
Rivalry?
Yeah, like
no.
No, like
we're always,
fingers.
It's a tight knit club. There's a lot of awesome talent besides myself out there. No, just kidding. But you're easily humbled too, right? In the next forecast, you go down hard, and the next guy maybe has a victory or does a victory lap or is better forecast. So it comes and goes. We're all studying the science. We're still practicing meteorology, so to speak, like they practice law, but a little bit less intense. So there's no grudges. I got no axe to grind against anybody. I've been in the business long enough to know that what comes around goes around too.
Any idea the snow totals officially for a town like Wrentham? That's really what's been a big debate here the last several hours.
I haven't checked lately, but as it was like 3 inches in Hopkinton, there was surrounding towns, so it couldn't be more than 2 or 3.
Yeah, I got like 4 on my deck, Pete, and I'm the one who shovels the deck. It was thick and it was heavy, and the National Weather Service is saying that there was only 1 inch in Wrentham, which is complete BS.
It varied widely. I don't know. You really think you had 4?
I think I had 4.
Did you get out a measuring tape?
No, I did 4 fingers. I just, it's like a drink. You can measure, give me a 3-finger one or, yeah.
He started out by saying it was 5. Now we're down to 4.
I overshot. On
okay.
that. Yeah, I tend to blow things up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I mean, we take our observations pretty seriously with the Weather Service and with the Skywarn. They're really good.
You guys ever think of having like Al Caprillion come in for like once a month guest spot?
I miss Al. I mean, Al was the best guy around. He was like passionate, and people would drag him because he sounded all excited. He was the king. Yep. He was. He was a living archive of weather. Right? He could. Remember the storm in 1992 that dropped 6.2 cents? I'm like, no, Al, I don't. But that's awesome.
All right, Pete. Well, hey, great talking to you.
Thanks, Pete.
Appreciate you checking in.
Likewise, guys. Keep it up.
All right.
Thanks.
See you, buddy.
Pete Bouchard, NBC 10 is where you find him.
Well, the show has the Patriots Center and Pete Bouchard randomly call in
right,
the same
on
hour.
their own.
And Joe Mazzola, like Justin Thomas.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
He's not buying your story.
Of course not. But he'll throw the Hopkins guy.
Some people have pointed out that if you look at the National Weather Service 1 inch, if you put it back up there, Fowler, and I see it now when he had it up on the screen, it says the reading was at noontime yesterday, apparently.
Oh.
Is that accurate? It says report time 12 p.m. on the 13th.
That's when it started.
So it's definitely going to be more than an inch.
Yeah.
Well, the article I read was well after that.
Why don't you shut up?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.